Hello, and welcome to the Get Lean and Eat Clean podcast. My name is Brian Grin. I'm a certified health coach, trainer, and author. And this podcast is for middle aged men and women looking to optimize their health and get their bodies back to what it once was 10 to 15 years ago. I will give you simple, actionable items to get long term sustainable results. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show. All right. Welcome to the Get Lean, Eat Clean podcast. My name is Brian Grin. I hope you had a great weekend. Happy Tuesday. If you're listening to this on Tuesday, and hopefully you've listened to my last couple of interviews. I had Ari Tula, the CEO of ELO, which is a personalized nutrition company. And then before that was Matt Terry. So some great interviews between both of them. And hopefully you're loving my micro podcasts. I'll keep doing those. I enjoy them for myself. And just to sort of recap, maybe even an interview or just to sort of wrap our arms around a certain topic. And what I wanted to touch on today was, we're halfway through the year right now. We're in June of 2022. And, what is your goal for the next 6 months? Why do you listen to health and wellness podcasts? I enjoy listening to them in the car as well. Are you doing it just because you enjoy it and you love taking in information and hearing the interviews? I mean, that obviously, I'm sure that's part of it, but is the other reason maybe you want to have, maybe you have a goal where you want to fit into, a pair of jeans or lose interest around your waist, have more energy, sleep better, maybe have a clearer mind, and you're just looking for ways to do that. Or a lot of my clients, I really try to dig deep and find out, past the, okay, I want to lose inches and, have more energy. I think most people are looking for that to some degree. I'm not saying it's all about that, but I think most importantly is you have to sort of dig a little bit deeper and figure out, well, why do you want to have more energy? Do you want to be able to play with your kids as they get older, and or your grandkids, or be able to see your grandkids wedding, or live a disease-free life where you don't have to rely on prescription drugs? Maybe you want to have more confidence in and out of the bedroom from day-to-day activities and things like that. So I think obviously we're halfway through the year, and there's tons of information out there regarding, how should I eat, or meal timing, or is it because I'm on an insulin roller coaster, or is it because of calories? What are my reasonings behind yo-yo dieting, this and that? And obviously there's a lot of great information out there, but you can also go a little bit crazy and trying to figure out exactly the perfect way to diet or to reach your health goals. But I think almost more important is you have to really dig into your reason why you are listening to these podcasts or hiring these coaches to get to these certain goals. So I just think it's important not to lose touch of that, because you can, if you've tried 80 million diets, and none of them are working, yes, it could be the diet's fault, but also could be the fact that you don't have a strong enough why. Now, one book that I wanted to bring up regarding daily actions and just staying consistent for a long period of time, because I think that's the most important thing. Whatever thing you're doing, is it sustainable? Is it something that you can do in the long haul? And I think I get quite a bit of people saying, I tried this meal plan or this with these shakes and these bars. And my first thought is, well, is that sustainable in the long term? Are you going to buy those shakes and those bars for the rest of your life? And are they going to create long-term results? I would say a lot of that stuff is just a short-term fix. The book I was thinking of was called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And I just like what he talks about in there, just about like daily actions that you can take. And the key is putting time on your side, not working against you, because it's going to either expose you or promote you. And he talks a little bit about, and I just want to touch on the daily actions that you need to take can be described by, let's say you're going to the gym, excuse me, I'm sorry, and you're thinking you're going to get results in a week, and you get frustrated, you go there, you get sore, and then you end up just not going again. But he talks about, you want to sort of comparing it to almost like planting. My wife was actually gardening this weekend, so that's why I came up with this thought. But you must plant, which let's just say you must join the gym, and you must cultivate, which is consistent actions over time, working out 3 to 4 days a week. Finally, then you will harvest. Then you will maybe reach your goals. You can't go from planting to harvesting. You need to cultivate. So what's cultivating? Those are consistent actions over time. So people ask me, well, what's the key to, having a healthy lifestyle and maybe getting the body that you want or the mind that you're looking for? It's consistent actions over time. It's not doing something for a week or two and then going back and, getting back into those old habits after that. You got to consistently build these action plans into your life. Now, what are those action plans? Those could be a lot of different things depending on your goals, but whatever it is, I always say, I've been lifting for 20 years now, and it's not like I'm like a crazy lifter. I've just been doing it consistently 3 to 4 times a week, and I rarely miss. And if I miss, I make it up. So it's just so important to do that. I mean, if you have a piece of candy, it's not the end of the world, but if you're having a piece of candy 3 to 4 days a week, and a big dessert, then it's going to add up. So you just got to look at your habits and find the ones that are going to work for you and do those consistently over time. And you will get the results, but I'm a true believer in steady and slow as opposed to trying to make it all up in a week or two. So anyways, that's what I want to touch on today. Really drive into why you want to get to where you want to go. And then from there, come up with an action plan to do it consistently over time and have someone hold you accountable. All my clients that I work with, a lot of it is just being accountable, just being there, being on their side, that when they want to talk to someone or where they need have a question or need to be sort of held to the fire, and because no one else is really going to do it, right? We're not in school anymore. You need someone to sort of hold you there and take you through the process. So find a coach, find a routine that's going to work in the long haul, and just be consistent at it. And if for some reason you keep falling off the bandwagon, you probably don't have a strong enough reason why, and you want to dive deeper into that. So anyways, that's what I want to touch on today. Maybe that was my motivational, well, today's Tuesday, but motivational Tuesday speech. I hope you have a great rest of the week. And yeah, definitely check out that book, Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. I love it. It's like one of my favorite books. So if you have any questions, you can email me, brian@briangrin.com, and have a healthy, happy week. And I'll talk to you on Friday with a new interview. Thanks for listening to the Get Lean, Eat Clean podcast. I understand there are millions of other podcasts out there, and you've chosen to listen to mine, and I appreciate that. Check out the show notes at briangrin.com for everything that was mentioned in this episode. Feel free to subscribe to the podcast and share it with a friend or family member that's looking to get their body back to what it once was. Thanks again, and have a great day.